You want one simple technique that can 10x your concentration next week? Are you driven insane by the smartphone in your pocket constantly beeping just to tell you that Uber is now offering 5% off for people with purple hair? Keep watching for my solution. Hi everyone, it's Productivity Doc coming at you with tips and tricks for healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, and others to help you avoid burnout, work smarter, not harder, and make more time for the more important things in life. So, I love my smartphone. It's like a second brain for me. I love the fact that I have the world's knowledge at my fingertips. I can ask Google a question no matter how ridiculous or obscure at any time of day, and the answer is almost always there. I love the fact that no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm out for a jog, in the middle of clinic, or out shopping, I can always add something to my Todoist or my calendar and set an alarm for what I need to do in the future. I even use it to meditate for 20 minutes before I go to bed every night. However, it can also drive you crazy. Why is it that every app that you download automatically has to turn on notifications? I mean, do you really need to know that Uber is updating for the umpteenth time? Does your smartphone constantly beep and vibrate in your pocket? Is it always interrupting you from taking patient histories or distracting you from the paperwork that you really do need to focus on? Is it always beeping to tell you that the new version of Google Maps 25.5 AB is now available? What can you do about it? So basically, if there's a distraction that does not directly benefit you or your patients, get rid of it. There's no purpose in it. It only drains mental energy and drains your focus and takes you away from the important work that you have to do. In 5 minutes right now, you can open up your smartphone, go to the settings tab. It's almost always a gear in most smartphone operating systems. Go to apps and notifications and turn off all of the notifications except for those that you absolutely need. Me personally, I like to keep on my alarms, my messages, and my calendar for anything that I have coming up, any appointments that I have coming up, because I like to send a reminder for a half an hour before and the day before. So why don't you take 5 minutes out of your time right now and run the list? Open up your settings app, open up your notifications app, and just go through and turn off all but the most essential notifications. If you find that you do need something after the fact, you can always turn it back on. But chances are you're probably not going to need it. Help achieve a sense of zen next week. All these changes is how we change the culture of medicine. And I also find that it's easier to talk the talk when you already walk the walk. I don't know how many times I've seen a patient, newly diagnosed anxiety, and they come in and their phone is just ding, ding, dinging in their pocket. One of the first things I tell them is, get into that settings tab, turn off all the notifications. If you don't need it, you don't need to know, right? And I've had more than a few times where people come in the next week and they say, I'm so glad I did that, doc. My anxiety is so much better. So as a pro tip, for an extra level of distraction avoidance, I don't know if you're aware of this, but all of your apps are made especially beautiful and colorful to distract you and attract your attention to want to open up those apps. So one thing that you can do during the week, if you find yourself often distracted by Twitter and YouTube, Facebook, is to turn on focus mode on your phone. And this actually locks you out of all but the most essential apps that you need and grays out all those apps so that you're not distracted by it. You can always defeat it pretty easily. You can always just turn it off, but it's an extra level of friction and makes you think before you do it instead of just mindlessly opening it. And before you know it, you've been in YouTube for 10 minutes. I know that's happened to me once or twice. So it's an extra level of distraction avoidance, which you may find beneficial. So if you found this helpful, hit that like button down below. Comment down below if there's any questions you have or any ideas for videos that you'd like to see me make in the future. Or if you just don't like the way my hair looks, comment down below. And if you want to be updated on new tips and tricks to help you survive healthcare, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you have any colleagues that you think would benefit from these videos, let them know. Either let them know to check out at Productivity Doc at YouTube, or you can send them the link directly. Anyway, have a good one, and I hope your next week is excellent. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.